Yes. How you doing, guys? I hope we can all be friends, guys. What's up, y'all? I'm on my brand new headset. I bought this one, but haven't been using it. And since my other headset was tripping out, I said, fuck it, I'm gonna use this new one. Y'all need to tell me how it sounds before I continue. I did a couple of tests. It sounded okay. I actually did the Terminator Zero live stream on the website wearing this one, and it sounded pretty good. So if you got problems with it, if it sucks, if you can't hear it, whatever, let me know. If not, go fuck yourself. And it's just that damn simple. I actually fixed the background music too. I made the background music lower so that way y'all wouldn't have that much trouble hearing my voice. It's kind of mixing pretty good. But hey, who gives a fuck, right? Look, this is an impromptu stream, okay? Impromptu means that it wasn't planned. I had no intention on doing this, but I'm seeing the beginnings of a new lie. And you guys know that shit pisses me off. The fanboys keep falling for the same fucking bullshit. And I'm trying to head it off at the pass. Catch it before it actually gets rolling. And the lie is Dragon Ball Super's manga is returning. And that's just not true. Okay? That's not true at all. Now, some of the videos that are dropping, the fanboys are speaking out of both sides of their mouth. They're saying, oh, it's coming back. But at the same time, they're saying, don't get excited. It's just a one shot. Okay, that's bullshit what they're doing. And of course, I just decided to go with the two biggest culprits. The first one is the person who announced this bullshit to begin with. So let's start with this homo first. And then we'll move off to the other one, okay? Hold on. Let me make this bigger. I want people to be able to see it if they're watching on their phone. Oh, that reminds me. Quick aside. Somebody asked me, what's going on with Twitch? Nothing. What I'm doing is I'm trying to get my Rumble account back to where it was before my Twitch got unbanned. Because if you guys remember, I was rolling on Rumble, was no problems, everything was going good. I got my Twitch account back, even though I didn't even know I did. But once I realized I had my Twitch account back, I started using it again, and it kind of interfered with the progress that I was making on Rumble. So what I'm doing is I'm reestablishing myself on Rumble. And then once I get that done, I'm going to go back over and start using Twitch again. Twitch will be fine. It ain't going no fucking where. But I'm trying to do what I got to do on Rumble right now. We'll worry about Twitch later. But that's the answer for all those people who's wondering what's going on with Twitch. Now, let's proceed with this horse shit.
Dragon Ball Super is officially back, and I can't express how incredible it feels to finally say that out loud. For months, the Dragon Ball community sat in silence, grappling with uncertainty after the passing of Akira Toriyama in March 2024. His loss wasn't just the end of an era.
And of course, every one of these videos starts off with the obligatory sucking of Toriyama's dick. And honestly, this whole community is disgusting. None of these people can make a video without doing this. And me personally, I'm just sick of hearing it. I don't give a shit that he died. People die every fucking day. You don't see these motherfuckers giving tributes to everybody else. So fuck this shit. Get on with the important shit and move it.
It felt like the universe hit pause. The Dragon Ball Super manga had been steadily building momentum, teasing something monumental with Black Frieza's shocking return. I still remember the first time I saw that panel. Frieza, standing tall and unfazed, casually defeating Ultra Instinct Goku and Ultra Ego Vegeta like it was just another sparring session. Fans were left buzzing, speculating about what could possibly come next, and then, nothing. The story just stopped. No announcements, no new chapters. It wasn't just the suspense that left us hanging, it was the feeling that Dragon Ball Super had reached.
Yeah, I wonder if they make tributes to like dead relatives or family members who died or any shit like that. Like all these fucking tributes are for motherfuckers they don't know. Just asking.
A turning point. The final few chapters before the hiatus set the stage for the future. Ultra Instinct Goku, Beast Gohan, and the new generation of Saiyans were finally coming into their own. In fact, one of the most exciting moments wasn't just Frieza's dominance, but the passing of the torch between Goku and Gohan. Seeing Goku and Vegeta literally fighting for the chance to spar with Gohan was a major progress. Gohan's growth wasn't just a subplot anymore, it was becoming the central focus. Everything was perfectly aligned. The narrative felt ready.
Guys, if y'all hear a little bit of noise in the background, I don't think you will, but if you do, this headset doesn't cancel noise like my other one, so it cancels some noise, but not all of it like my other headset. So if you hear anything, that's my AC unit, because it gets fucking hot in here. Even though it's winter time, I got electronics all in this room. I mean, big screen TVs, I got 2 computers in here, fucking modems, all kinds of shit. So that electricity, it generates heat in here. So I had to turn my AC unit on to cool it off in here while I'm streaming. But I think the background music and, you know, everything else will probably muffle the sound. But if it don't, get the fuck over it.
To pivot toward the next generation. Gohan, Trunks, Goten, and Pan were beginning to step into larger roles. We were entering the Dragon Ball equivalent of a new chapter in history. Until Toriyama's passing brought it all to a standstill. We're used to cliffhangers in Dragon Ball, it's part of the DNA of the franchise, but this one felt different. The weight of the pause wasn't just narrative suspense, it was grief. Toyotaro's work felt like it was building towards something.
Wait till y'all see the thing that they're all making videos about. Wait till y'all see this thing they're cheering for. This hooray, Dragon Ball Super is back. Wait till y'all see exactly what's fucking going on. Because I'm going to explain to you guys what I mean when I say these dudes be lying, okay? There are outright lies, and then there are these little tiny lies that it don't sound like they lying, but when somebody explains to you what they're doing, then you understand the full nuance of the lie. So I'm gonna let this play a little bit more so y'all can hear what I'm talking about.
Massive, but without
By the way, y'all getting a lot of content. I got a lot of stuff to catch up on. That's why I've been focusing primarily on Rumble, because I got a lot of content to do. By the way, there's a lot more videos that have been put up. I went up today, matter of fact. I put up a shit ton more content on several channels, so y'all got more videos, and there's even more coming. I have about 20-30 pages worth of Rumble videos and streams that are still privated that I need to put back up. But like I said, I'm separating them based on the channels that they go to, blah blah blah. So I'm just putting them up as, you know, a certain amount every day until I'm done. But there's a lot more that I put up today and more coming hopefully in the next few days.
Toriyama guiding the future, fans couldn't help but wonder, was this it? Was Dragon Ball Super done? Was Daima going to be Toriyama's last gift to the fans? For a while there were no clear answers, just speculation. But now we finally have something tangible to hold on to. Dragon Ball Super isn't gone, it's evolving. At Jump...
Now listen to what he said. We finally got something tangible to hold on to. Tangible. That's not the same thing as saying that Dragon Ball Super is definitely returning. That's just some speculation bullshit they doing. And I'm going to show you what I mean.
Festa 2024, fans were eagerly anticipating news about the franchise, while many were hoping for a full-blown arc announcement. What we got was something a bit smaller but no less exciting, a new Dragon Ball Super one-shot focusing on Goten and Trunks. The story will center around the Clean God, a purple-suited superhero that Goten and Trunks idolize.
Now I want to tell y'all something. A one-shot is not even a full manga. A one-shot is like a chapter. Okay? It's like a one-shot thing where they tell a little quick story and that's it. Now, I want y'all to understand. These dudes are claiming that The entire manga is returning, all because of a one-shot. Okay? Now think about that. We all know what a one-shot is. That's why it's called a one-shot. If the actual Dragon Ball Super manga was returning, they would announce that the entire manga was returning, not just a story about Goten and Trunks. But these guys are ignoring that, and they're saying that the whole thing is coming back, and it's simply not true. They haven't announced that. Okay? This is what I mean when I say they'll take something, they'll hear a little bit of news, and they'll extrapolate it out to make it sound bigger than it actually is. They're just straight up lying, basically.
Watch Dragon Ball Super Superhero, you'll remember the same deal dressing up as Saiyaman X1 and X2, playing the roles of heroes in their spare time. Clean God was referenced multiple times as their inspiration, but this story aims to tell us how Trunks started admiring heroes, which means it'll probably be a prequel to the prequel story we saw in the superhero manga, because in the manga, Trunks and Goten had already become admirers of heroes, and then followed their trails to become Saiyaman X1 and X2. At first glance, it might seem like a lighthearted detour, a fun side story to tide fans over, but the focus on these characters isn't random, it's deliberate.
No, it's random. This is where the lying begins. This is where they start lying, okay? There is nothing. This is a one-shot story, and it's probably a test run to see if Torotaro can do the job. Think about it. If they were truly going to bring back the manga, they wouldn't start with this bullshit story, which is a prequel to the bullshit superhero story that they already did in the manga. So this is a prequel to that. That means it's not even a part of the story that they were doing before Toriyama died. This is a whole new story that they're tacking on at the beginning part of it, because they don't even trust Torotaro to do this shit. So that's what this bullshit is. This is not a continuation of the Dragon Ball Super manga. This is a one-shot story that is loosely related to that manga. And these guys are sitting there telling their fans, oh, it's coming back. Dragon Ball Super's coming back. But if you've ever read a one-shot manga, you know for a fact that doesn't mean that the whole thing is returning just because you've read a one-shot. It's just straight up bullshit. And they know it's bullshit, but they don't have no problem telling this damn lie.
Toyotaro and the Dragon Ball team are planting seeds for something bigger. This one-shot isn't filler, it's groundwork. Since the end...
See? You see how he just lied? This one-shot isn't filler, it's groundwork. No, motherfucker, it's filler. That's why it's a prequel to a story that's already in the manga. It's a prequel to the Goten and Trunks story that's in the manga. If it was groundwork, then it would continue on where the manga left off. It's a goddamn bullshit prequel for a reason, but they are already lying. I told y'all they was gonna fucking lie, and they're already doing it.
Of the Tournament of Power, Dragon Ball Super has been quietly laying the foundation for the next generation of Saiyans. Goten and Trunks have slowly been given more screen and page time.
They have not been laying the groundwork for nothing. That's bullshit. They've been focusing on Goku and Vegeta and fucking Broly and dumb shit like that. They have not been focusing on these other motherfuckers. Just because they made the superhero movie don't mean shit. This is a total lie he telling.
While Pan, the granddaughter of Goku, has also been positioned as a key figure moving forward. In many ways, Dragon Ball Super Superhero was a test run for this shift. Gohan and Piccolo...
No, it wasn't. It was a trash-ass movie that y'all fell for and went and gave your money for it. Dumbasses.
Piccolo took center stage while Goten and Trunks played supporting roles. The film reminded audiences that Dragon Ball isn't just about Goku and Vegeta anymore. The next wave of fighters is ready to carry the torch. This one-shot feels like the next logical step in that transition.
Listen to how they just lie. All these dudes just lie. He's trying to hype up a boring ass prequel story about Goten and Trunks that nobody asked for. Nobody cares about. Everybody wants Black Frieza. You know, the thing they all keep promoting. They all keep using Black Frieza in their thumbnails. They all keep hyping it up, but they keep not getting it. Look how many chances they done had to start the Black Frieza story. And every time they go to something else. because they have no intention of doing the Black Frieza story anytime soon. I'm not saying they'll never do it. I'm just saying they have no intention of doing it anytime soon. I never make the mistake of saying never with Dragon Ball, because just when you think it's dead, something else comes out. So I know it ain't gonna be never. But right now they're focusing on different shit. He said that's a lie because they still shove Goku and Vegeta into superhero movies. Exactly.
By focusing on Goten and Trunks, the story gives fans a chance to reconnect with these characters and see how far they've come since their childhood adventures in the Buu saga. But why Clean God? Why place such a heavy emphasis on the seemingly minor character? Dragon Ball has a long history of introducing quirky side characters who later become pivotal to the main narrative. Beerus and Whis were initially seen as one-off movie characters, but eventually became central to Dragon Ball Super's ongoing story. Could Clean God follow a similar path? Let us know what you think in the comments. Could he secretly be from another planet? Maybe the demon...
Oh my goodness, I can't believe he's sitting here trying to make headcanon out of a nobody character that no one gives a shit about. A nigga with a broom in his hand. He's trying to literally sit here and make headcanon out of this.
Or am I just reaching? While this one-shot might seem small in scale, it can...
And look, this right here is the height of arrogance. This nigga is showing his own Twitter in his video. Think about it. Most people show other people's Twitter in their videos. He's showing his own Twitter. Who does that? Who takes screenshots from their own Twitter account to put in their videos? And you think they ain't trying hard to fool y'all?
Carries significant implications for the future of Dragon Ball Super. Toriyama may be gone, but his influence remains. Toyotaro, having worked closely with Toriyama for years, understands the essence of Dragon Ball. If Dragon Ball Super is to continue long-term, this next phase will likely balance both honoring Toriyama's legacy and carving out a new path for the franchise. Goten, Trunks, Gohan, and Pan represent that future. One of the key takeaways from this new story is that Dragon Ball Super is returning to its roots: adventure, lighthearted fun, and character-driven storytelling. While high-stakes battles and power-ups will always be a part of the formula, the next wave of Dragon Ball stories may embrace a more exploratory and...
These guys have totally hyped themselves up on everything he's saying is all speculation. Imagine taking one screenshot and using it to make an 8-minute video to talk about the future of something when no one has announced anything. That's like taking the plans for a building and talking about an entire city when you haven't even made that one building yet. Think about that. That's what they're doing. They're taking this little screenshot and they're extrapolating this all the way out to say this proves that Dragon Ball Super is returning. And none of them have any evidence of this. And they're all reporting it. All of them are doing it.
Comedic tone, much like how the original Dragon Ball series focused on the slice of life genre. For longtime fans, this is a welcome return to form. It's a reminder that Dragon Ball has always been about more than just who can punch the hardest. The chapter releases on February 20th, 2025 in Japan, and while it's just a Goten and Trunks story, Dragon Ball fans are too excited to hear the series' return in some way.
Oh, wait a minute. I thought he said I thought it said in your title that Dragon Ball Super's return. But now it says we're happy that Dragon Ball Super returns in some way. That ain't what you promoting. No, I think on his thumbnail it says we are so back. But that's not what you're promoting. And looky here. Now he's promoting Eobar's Twitter. But you know what's funny? In Eobar's video, he promotes this dude's Twitter. That's how they feed off of each other. That's why I've been telling y'all this is a scam they've been running for a long time. Because if you look at Eobar's video on this same topic, he gets all his information from DBS Hype. They use this scam. They bounce off of each other. That's how they keep the fans going from one channel to the next. Because as soon as they leave DBS Hype channel, they're going to go straight to Eobar's channel. And same thing, vice versa. When they leave his channel, they're going to go straight to DBS Hype. That's how they do this. That's how they keep these fans in the ecosystem. That's why these fans never go outside of the same Dragon Ball channels, because they keep them bouncing off of each other all day long. I'm glad that he put this up, because it shows you the scam they running. They've been doing this for a long time.
Additionally, there's the larger question of how this one-shot fits into the future of Dragon Ball Super as a whole. While the one-shot might be a brief diversion, the next full arc will likely take shape shortly after it's concluded, perhaps as soon as March 2025, following the...
He has no proof of that, no idea. He's just speculating and throwing out dates, because this is something else that they all do. They throw out dates to keep their fan bases hyped. Now, when March comes around and there's no new Dragon Ball Super manga, what is he gonna say? Oh, it was leaked, so they just changed their mind.
End of Dragon Ball Daima, which is rumored to only be 20 episodes long. This hints at a carefully planned trajectory for the franchise.
No, it don't. It hints at the shit being over. It doesn't hint at anything except that it's over and they're not prioritizing Dragon Ball because it's not as popular as One Piece and other TV shows in Japan. I don't know why they try to make people think Dragon Ball is still popular, and it's not popular anymore. It's really not. Jump Festa is not about Dragon Ball. It's really not. Dragon Ball has a panel at Jump Festa, but Jump Festa is not about Dragon Ball. And these guys want you to believe it is. But here's the funny thing. Eobard said, if anything interesting happens at Jump Festa, I'll make a video immediately. He ain't made no videos. Except this bullshit right here. He made no other videos. I wonder why. All those announcements that he promised at Jump Festa, they haven't made a single damn one. Once again, a certain person told y'all they were not going to announce anything. And guess what, boys and girls? They didn't announce anything. They didn't even get a DVD collection this time. Tried to warn you. But I know. Y'all going to keep going to his channel. Y'all gonna keep believing him, so go right ahead. I ain't gonna stop you.
Taro, who has been working closely with Toriyama for years, is now tasked with steering the ship. His deep understanding of the Dragon Ball world allows him to balance honoring Toriyama's legacy while carving a new path for the future. A key element to look out for is the potential connection between Dragon Ball Super and Dragon Ball Daima. As noted by some sources, there were discussions about how elements of Daima, particularly the introduction of characters and lore from the multiverse, would eventually make their way into Dragon Ball Super. While I understand the new one-shot won't be cosmic level, it's worth noting that Episode 10 of Dragon Ball Daima introduced a character named Rymus and began to explore the multiverse, which could have significant implications for the future of Dragon Ball Super. These seeds planted in Daima might well bloom in the manga, creating an exciting cross-medium narrative that links the two when and if the manga returns in March 2025. Apart from this, we also got Toyotaro drawing an illustration of Goku live on stage. Man, I wish I lived in Japan. There's another illustration by
He just told us everything we needed to know right there. Man, I wish I lived in Japan. He just snitched on every single fanboy right there when he said that. That's what's driving this shit. That's the whole thing with these dudes. They all want to live in that anime culture over there in Japan. They all want to be a part of it so bad. And it kills them that they're not. It kills them that they are in the good old United States of America. They wish they was over there with submissive Japanese girls wearing kimonos and abnormally shaped bodies, you know, big tits, small waist, gigantic hips. They wish, you know, all that shit was happening. The anime figure, I guess is what you would call it. You know, they want all that bullshit. Problem is, they over here in America and they don't get all that. So that's why they make these stupid fucking videos all the fucking time, because they wish they lived over there. All this is wanting something you can't have.
Toyotaro featured on the walls of Jump Festa, and it's none other than Black Frieza, the current strongest warrior in the Dragon Ball Super manga. In conclusion, the return of Dragon Ball Super represents more than just the continuation of a beloved franchise.
This is not the return of Dragon Ball Super. It's a one-shot mini manga at best.
Guys, it's a symbol of the evolution of an iconic series that has shaped the landscape of anime for decades.
That's not true. It has not shaped the landscape of anime. That's horseshit.
For years, Dragon Ball has been synonymous with high-octane action, epic battles, and unforgettable characters.
So has a lot of other shows like Bleach and Naruto and One Piece. So that's bullshit.
But with the return of Dragon Ball Super, fans can expect...
I don't know why they think this shit is still popular. I don't know why they believe that somebody getting a new hair color is still the thing that we want to watch, that we actually give a shit about. None of us care about this shit anymore. Like, none of us truly give a fuck anymore about Dragon Ball. And all this desperation and wishful thinking, it's just reached levels of disgusting at this point. That's the only reason I'm doing this stream, is because I just wanted to point out to you guys how disgusting these dudes have gotten. Any little fragment of news and they make a video fucking claiming shit that there's no way they could possibly know the answer to.
Something more than the same old formula. The franchise is on the verge of transitioning into a new era, one where the focus is shifting from the familiar faces of Goku and Vegeta to the younger generation, Goten, Trunks, Pan, and Gohan, who represent the future of the story. The transition to a new generation of characters, the exploration of the multiverse, and the return to character-driven storytelling are all signs that Dragon Ball Super is ready for the next phase. Whether it's through lighthearted adventure, intense battles, or exploring new dimensions, the future of Dragon Ball is bright.
No, it's not. No, it's not. There is literally nothing on the horizon. Toei Shueisha have announced no projects whatsoever of any large scale. Toritaro doing a one-shot is not the same thing as them doing a full-blown manga. It's not even close. And everybody knows that. And, well, wait a minute. Everybody except their fans know that. My bad. I forgot how stupid those people are.
Franchise has proven time and again that it is capable of reinvention, and this new phase will be no different. With the legacy of Toriyama's original vision at its core, Dragon Ball Super is ready to continue its cultural dominance, inspiring and entertaining fans worldwide for generations to come. Anyway, that's it for now.
Yeah, I don't need to hear the rest. There's enough lies in that fucking video. Like I said, guys, I don't know why in the fuck people still keep falling for this stuff. How many videos do a person have to make telling you something that turns out to completely be wrong before you look them straight in the face and say, dude, you're wrong? This DBS hype dude shut down his own Twitter account because he got so many things wrong. He was getting bombarded with people questioning his ass that he shut down his Twitter and took a break or hiatus or whatever the fuck he called it, because he didn't want to answer questions about how much shit he got wrong. So he fucking ran like all of them do. Or he could do like Eobard and go back and retroactively change the titles of videos where he got it wrong. Because that's something else that they do. They'll make a video, it turns out to be bullshit. They'll go back and change the fucking title and pretend like they already knew what they were talking about when they didn't. It's the same fucking garbage over and over, man. These fucking people never fucking stop doing this. And the reason they don't stop is because you douchebags keep going to their channels and giving them views when you know damn fucking well they lying to you. You know they lying. It's crazy.
We got a brand new merch design. The variety.
Yeah, we don't want to hear about your stolen shirt.
Some breaking news from the world of Dragon Ball Super.
Now look, what's the first thing you see on his screen? DBS hype. See, that's what I'm saying. They bounce off each other. That's why douchebag was showing his, you know, DBS hype was showing Eobard's Twitter, and now Eobard's showing his Twitter, because they bounce the fans off of each other. Don't go outside of our channels. Just stay with us. Don't go look at channels that criticize Dragon Ball. Don't go look at channels that tell the truth about what's going on. Just keep bouncing off of our channel and believe us, even though we've learned the hard way that these guys are liars.
We're coming right out of Jump Festa. Now, there's a lot of stuff going on over there. Later tonight, around 3 a.m. Eastern, there's going to be a Dragon Ball Daima panel, and there's rumors of there being a trailer showing scenes of the second half of the show. I do not know if that's actually what they're going to show.
He said, I never noticed that, LOL. They got a scheme down to a science. I told y'all this a long time ago. I told y'all a long time ago that they were bouncing fans off of each other. That's how they stay in business. That's why they wanted people like me kicked off of YouTube. Oh, by the way, they flagged another YouTube channel that I had. a channel that I was using just to watch videos. It got removed the other day. And I didn't post content to it. All I did was just use it to fucking watch YouTube. And I know why. It happened right after that Toriyama stream that I did. So we know what happened. He got mad and he couldn't figure out what else to do. So he went and flagged a channel that I don't even use for anything. And I already got a brand new one that I'm using to watch YouTube, and it don't even matter. So he can't flag anything else, so he had to go flag a channel with no content on it. Like, this guy is he is so pathetic, man. He's so pathetic. I'm mad. He talked about me. I'm gonna go flag his YouTube. And I'm the one made the mistake of even letting people know what the channel was. That's why this new one, I'm not telling nobody nothing. I don't know nothing about nothing. I ain't saying shit. He said legacy so many times, his favorite word. Hey, look, y'all know just as well as me what's going on here. Okay, let's stop pretending. Y'all know just as well as me what the fuck this game is. You guys be acting shocked and surprised, but y'all done been lied to by these dudes enough times to know what the fuck going on. I don't know why y'all come on my stream and act like y'all ain't never seen these bullshit tactics that they use. Y'all act like y'all ain't never seen these schemes and scams that they run. I've been pointing this shit out for years. Let's stop pretending, guys. At this point, y'all know it.
But if something big comes out of it, I will be doing a video here on the Geekdom 101 channel later tonight. If not, if it's not really a big deal, I'll probably cover it on Sunday's stream. Now, I want to talk to you about Dragon Ball Super's news. So DBS Hype is reporting, thanks to v5zcgj8, who's at Jump Festa right now.
Guys, slap the like button for me, please. I know it's an impromptu stream, but still, hit the like button. And I see I got my obligatory dislike already. Whoever you are that comes and adds a dislike to my shit every time, why do you come and watch? Why do you even show up if that's all you gonna do? It's finna be 2025. Get a life, motherfucker.
Now, they have announced a brand new Dragon Ball Super one-shot story, like a one-shot manga, that's going to be coming this February from V-Jump. We only have one image right now open, or one image that's been released. This is very, very early news, but this is the beginning of the return of Dragon Ball Super. Now, as you can see right there, you have Goten, you have Trunks. So presumably this story will pick up after the events of the superhero manga arc. Now, if you're wondering, who is that guy in the front in the purple there? Many of you may have forgotten this. That is Clean God. Remember Clean God?
Nobody gives a fuck. You hear how he's saying this? He's trying to make this shit sound good, like anybody fucking cares. Who the fuck gives a shit about this character?
Is that superhero that Goten and Trunks wanted to emulate, and they wanted to go see that movie that was based on Clean God? That's him right there in the front. So this is obviously taking place after the superhero story. Now, I want to make this clear. This manga is going to be a short story in V-Jump. I don't know how many pages, but this is not the beginning of the next story arc of Super. It is the next story, but it's not going to be a long story. It's a one-shot. So this is very preliminary information that we're getting right now. This will obviously lead to more Super, presumably coming in March. Now, Dragon Ball Daima.
Now, there he is saying March. He said this will presumably lead to more manga in March. They have no evidence of that. You notice how they all keep repeating the same talking points? Because I've actually looked at other videos where they've said the same exact thing. This is going to lead to a new manga in March. What happens in March when it don't happen?
It's supposed to be ending in early March. Late February or early March. I want to talk about this because it may be a clue of things to come. So
that is a good point. He said, notice how Eobard's video title doesn't say manga returning. He wants people to think that it's the anime, so they click on the video. That is a good point. I am so glad that somebody else noticed that. That is awesome that you guys are finally picking up on his tactics, because that is deliberate. He purposefully makes sure to not put the word manga in his titles when he's talking about Dragon Ball Super, because he has been pushing this bullshit lie for years that the anime is returning. So this is 100% true what you're saying. That is a great observation. I've been telling y'all this shit. I'm glad somebody finally picked up on it.
I was told, and I covered this on multiple streams.
He said, I was told. Here we go with them voices in his head again.
It actually even made like news from legitimate news sites, like outside of Dragon Ball. Because in some of the information I was talking about Daima with a few months ago, I discussed that I was told almost a year ago, this is before the passing of Toriyama, that the events of Dragon Ball Daima and the characters and the worlds that we see are going to lead to something in the future for Dragon Ball Super. Daima's not just some side story or some little, like, I mean, it's a little adventure. It's not like, you know, anywhere near as like super epic as like the Tournament of Power, where you've got all these, you know, universes, but it is an important part of Dragon Ball lore and Dragon Ball history.
Like I said, they all say in March. So in March, when there's no Dragon Ball Super manga, I wonder what they're going to say then. What excuse are they going to use for it not returning?
But when I was told that, I wasn't sure. Like, I didn't know what that was about, the context. At that time, you know, obviously information about Daima was very sparse. But it was basically that the events of Daima were going to tie into some super story in the future. Whether that be they go back to the demon realm or somebody comes out of it, I don't know. Now, things started to make a lot more sense last week with episode 10 of Daima. Because with episode 10 of Daima, that's when we got the reveal of Rymus and the birth of the multiverse. Now, according to what Shin said, Rymus is still alive. Rymus...
Hey guys, I didn't know this, but I do now. But the Steelers and the Ravens are playing. You guys know I gotta watch my Steelers. Look, bottom line here is Eobard's a liar. I don't need to finish his stupid video to tell y'all that. I'm gonna get off here and watch the game. And then we got the league cast later. So y'all will see me again later on, or hear me again later on. But yeah, fuck him. He's a liar. We already know this is bullshit. It's a one-shot manga. It doesn't mean that the whole thing's returning. It's a one-shot deal. Everybody knows that. These guys are liars. And that's it, pretty much. Anyways, I'm finna go watch the game. I didn't even know they was playing until just now. So I'm finna watch the game, and we'll be back on for the league cast later. I'm out. I think we out. Hold on. Okay, yeah, now we out.